over on YouTube.
Yeah, I need to do that too. I mute myself someplace when it starts.
Yeah, we have to always wait for it to start unless we do it before we ever get in there.
Well, it's taking a while. There it goes.
With issue 2,
Yep, I got it.
Okay, now we can start. I'm late. Sandra was early, but I'm late.
About the time I joined, you said you was taking off, so.
Oh, okay. Well, anyway, and then well, I'll just tell you, she needed one little piece of fabric because she was working on my Gladys's quilt, and she needed one little piece of fabric. But then she bought some more when she's up there, so it all worked out.
Well, that's how grocery stores work. We was out discussing grocery stores.
Oh.
And it's like, yeah, they need one thing, but they have to buy several. Like I went in for one thing yesterday and come out with 7.
And she didn't make it yesterday, this girl, because she had a doctor's appointment, but she bought today. So yes. I see Randy and Joy T and Cheryl and Susan and Carrie and Sharon J. Have you said, no, you haven't said hello to everybody because you wasn't up on the screen without me. If I'd have known you was up there, I could have put you up there before I had to leave. But
I've been sitting here sewing.
Let's see, and Kelly. Hello, Kelly.
Yeah, I was just getting ready to square up a block when you scared me, and it's like, good thing I didn't have the cutter down. I probably would have chopped off my finger.
Oh my!
It's like, yeah, it's like I was just not paying attention.
Oh well, I'm sorry, but anyway, like, hello, Mary Webb and Kelly. Let's see.
Yeah, I was trying to write and chat and do my stuff at the same time. It wasn't working. Still trying to figure out why Susan Munger can't come on my live and talk. And then there's one other gal that comes from here over that. Yeah, they just can't talk to me.
I don't know. She chats in here all the time, so I don't know what the difference would be.
And we talk to each other in here. It just doesn't make any sense.
Mm-hmm. Hello, Nanny. Yeah. There's the other Cheryl and June Hanson and Kim Burris.
Yeah.
It's ladies.
I'm just working on the Hunter Star blocks. That's all I'm doing.
Okay.
I only need 88 of them.
That's a bunch of them. But no, you'll get them pretty quick. Oh, hello, Maisha. All right, I'll just do a general hello to everybody that I might have accidentally missed. If I missed you, it was by accident.
That's all you can do. Now, I did note you said I'm going to keep StreamYard for a while longer. Are you going out of StreamYard?
My StreamYard, I was paying $10 a month for it, and it's went up to $44.99. And now I'm paid up till November. Yes, I'm paid up till November the 11th. I'm not going to cancel it right now. But $44.99 that's a lot of money. I enjoy it, and y'all enjoy it, but that's a bunch of money. So
yeah.
And I told them my channel's monetized, and I make just a little money off of these live streams, but not a whole lot.
But to pay them that ridiculous?
I know. No. Now $10. $10 was justifiable, but I don't know about the $44.99. And if I signed up for the whole year, I would save a little bit. It would be $35 something a month, but that's still a lot of money. So I'm still trying to decide what to do.
Normally, when things go up, they go up 5-10%. That's ridiculous.
But I had been on that teaser one, so to speak. You remember when we first got to chatting with each other, I had that free one that was 20 hours a month, and then I wanted more time. So I signed up and bought the time, And then the very first month it was $25. But then I found this way that if I told them I couldn't afford that, they would give it to me for $10. So I've been on the $10 a month for ever how long it's been. So
okay, maybe it's because you are monetized. Maybe that's the new catch.
Well, I don't know.
It's like because you're making money using their system, so why not? Because that's the same way Zoom did. Zoom, I can get it for free, like 100 hours of, but I can't go on a live. I can't come on and bring it on YouTube Live.
Well,
that's their catch.
Yeah. And Misha says some people are switching to a new streaming called Melon for $15 a month. But and another thing though is I'm 66 years old. It's hard to teach me new tricks. Well, you know, if I learn something, I don't want to have to relearn something else.
Well, you know, that's what I learned Zoom, and then the free wouldn't let me bring it on with my YouTube. And it's because, I guess, because you're monetized, or they think you're monetized. Well, you got to earn that monetized.
I guess.
And I guess they can't research into everything. I use StreamYard. I used it twice when I first started.
StreamYard sold out to some new people though, and so maybe they the one that's up the price. But the bill, it was charged monthly to a credit card, and the bill come Monday actually, and it was $44.99. But I went, instead of calling and canceling it right then, I went ahead and paid it. So I'm paid up to November the 11th.
Oh, it's like way to end on Veterans Day, right?
Well, because I went at my account on the StreamYard to see, and I'm pretty sure that's when it is. So we'll decide, and then I've almost decided, well, maybe I'll go live just all the time until that time. So get my money's worth.
Yeah. I got an hour and a half before my live starts.
Okay, well then we'll chat here for a few minutes, and then I'll sign off, and you can do your live.
It's like I only get half. I don't have near the people. It's like, I wonder what I'm supposed to sew this piece of white to. It always works out well, right?
You'll figure.
The block already made.
Hello, Joseph. Yeah, and I saw Lisa Mosley. Oh.
Yeah. Well, I guess that one gets.
I'm going to go over here for just a minute and get me a glass of tea. And I'm going to get something to stack this thing up on. It sits too low on the table. So I've got 2 or 3 cutting boards I put under the laptop to raise it up.
Well, I actually have mine on 2 like shoe boxes.
Okay. Yeah. It's a better angle if it's up just a little bit. And I hadn't done that. I'm running around like a chicken with its head cut off. So.
And then when I need to tilt the screen down, it has something to tilt down too. I was using my, what do they call it, a pillow pad, but it was too much.
Yeah.
Because I'm not going with the extra cameras. I just can't afford everything.
I bought some extra cameras and spent a pretty good price on them, but I can't figure out how to use them right, so I just wasted my money. So what you see is what you get. So.
Yep. That's what I say. You take what you see. If you don't like it, you can always, there's an exit button on every single one of these things.
That's true. Yeah. I might ought to plug up. It's not dead yet, but it might get that way.
It's like, we always have to have those plugger-uppers for sure.
I know it. It'll only run so long without it.
Oh, and Alani now calls hers her plugger-upper.
Plugger-upper.
When she's here, it's bugger upper.
Bugger upper. Oh well, it's okay. So.
Yeah. It must be good if a 4-year-old will say it too.
Oh, and I see Shay Shay. Hello, Shay Shay. All right. I'm just gonna be y'all have seen my sewing kitchen, so I'm just gonna be over there in the in the other side just a second.
She's going to the West Wing.
Yeah, that's it.
Hi, Shay Shay. It's like, and DJ, DJ. Yeah, I just keep working on these blocks. One at a time is how a quilt comes together. Ouch.
Yes, Shay Shay and DJ are sisters. I got my cutting boards. Let me see if this will
Oh,
help.
okay. It's like I was noticing I have fingerprints and something else on my glasses, but like what I'm working on is under this one.
And I left my cell phone up at the quilt house a minute ago. I guess I got in a hurry after she left, and I left it laying up there. So Terry just went to find my cell phone.
Well, it's like we forget all sorts of things.
Oh, I do.
If you don't have a pocket in everything you own, you forget.
That's true.
It's like my one flannel nightshirt I have is one of those old flannel nightshirts from way back when. Didn't have a pocket. It does now.
Mm-hmm.
As I get older,
Yeah.
my kids keep saying, Mom, you need to carry your phone all the time with you. It's like, I'm only 832 or, 832 months old or something like that.
Mm.
It's like, that's it.
And I missed something. Has Randy got something happening in his family?
I don't know. It's like, gotta go back up and read that far.
Cause I've missed it.
Or I didn't watch his last going down the road. I was tired when I was going to watch his last one. I go, no, that's not fair. I would sleep through it.
And hello, R. Vandegrift. Well, somebody's gonna have to tell me and Sandra.
His cousin passed, says Lisa.
Oh, his cousin.
Like,
sad.
Sorry for the family and everybody. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah, it's like, unfortunately, that's how it is. It's like we don't have a date on us, but we all have one.
I know that's kind of part of life. You just hope it's later rather than sooner, but
yeah. And it's like every time I have something else I have to do, it's like that my husband used to do. It's like, it's not fair. I got to do it all now.
I know. Terry keeps telling me you're going to miss me when I'm gone, and boy, and that wouldn't be no lie either.
Yeah.
Well,
it's like Austin helped. My purple potatoes this year was the worst crop ever. It's like I was so disappointed. Next year, Austin says we're not giving up, Grandma. He says we're going to put more steer manure in the ground. We'll till it more, and we'll just start out with a whole new line of potatoes. I says, what are we going to do? Plant red, white, and blues? Because it's like they have the red potatoes and they got the the white potatoes and the thin skin ones. What are those called? Like the golden. But I like all the thin skin. I don't like the russet potatoes as much.
Okay.
But it's like we got enough to make a batch of curly fries, purple curly fries. So
we grew a lot, but they didn't keep. So they started rotting on me, and they didn't keep.
And Miss Rita, you have that freeze dryer. You could have preserved your potatoes.
I know, and it's set up there. I moved it down here to this house now because it's set up there in the quilt house, and I kind of quit using it up there. So finally, I begged my husband to move it, Terry to move it, and he did, and it's in there running right now. I've been using it more since I've moved it down here.
Yeah, because it's like this one gal, she just went to, like, all your milk. It's
yes.
Like, you could freeze dry that milk, send it all over the world, and say, "Here, have a little bit of home milk."
and I made some dumplings just a few minutes ago for lunch, and my chickens are about to quit laying, so I didn't have very many eggs. So I took some of those powdered eggs and put in my dumplings. Now I don't know how they taste yet because I've been too busy to eat any of them, but I could go get me a plate of dumplings. What I need to do, I skipped lunch when I had that lady come. What is Sandra's channel?
It's like I'm trying to get there, but I'm buffering. I don't know why I'm buffering.
Huh. It's Sandra K. I need to go put some wrenches on this channel. I don't think
It's like it's Sandra K. I'm trying to get to it.
Yeah. Randy's put it up there.
Did Randy put it up there? Okay. Because it's like knowing your own phone number. It's like, what?
Let's see. And Cheryl's working on the chandelier pattern quilt, but I'm using 2 different dark fabrics for the background with the little chicken fabric in the center. Doesn't work well with 2 dark fabrics. So I haven't made the chandelier quilt, but I think it'd be a neat one to do.
Well, it's like we showed it on mine the other day because someone said they was doing it. It's kind of easy to get to. It's like it's only 1 cardboard away.
Okay. And any of you other girls, come on up on the panel. We'll make room for you.
Yeah, there's room for what, 8, 10 altogether, or 9?
Yeah, there's room for 10. So help me get my money's worth. Lisa, Joe, Randy, Cheryl. There's been some of you up here before.
It's like, I guess I better turn my chair out of the way.
Yeah. Y'all get up here and I'll go get me a little bowl of dumplings. Yeah, that's so pretty.
That's not fair, Rita. Dumplings.
Well, I made a big pot because I want to take some over to my daughter's family this afternoon. So I'll get off there when the little boys get off the bus. I'll be off there and take them some food. My daughter's not been feeling good, and she went and had an MRI this morning. So
yeah,
that's pretty.
Yes.
And did you? What were them squares? Did you cut up a pre-cut or just scraps?
A bunch of scrappy fat quarters I had.
Fat quarters, okay.
And then I took the scraps of that and made another quilt, and then the scraps from that and made another one. And then my background are all different whites. It's all not even one.
Okay.
Yeah.
And I see purple. She must have had some purple quilts in somewhere. So,
well, I buy fat quarters of all. Well, the back's all purple.
Purple. Okay. Well, it looks blue to me from here, but some of them blocks look purple.
Yes, it's like this one has a little purple in it. This one is definitely purple.
Yeah, that's the one for sure. I could tell was purple.
This is blue. This is raspberry. Lime green, light blues. And out of the fat quarter, I took 2 of each. I made 2 of each block. I think it is 1, 2. Oh, I might have made 3 or 4.
And let's see, you've got the bigger block, and then on either side of it's the same fabric, making the little drops on it. Yeah.
When you make a block, it's this. because it's on point.
Okay.
So that's your block right there.
Okay. And I bet you there's a free pattern for that out there somewhere, reckon?
On Donna Jordan's YouTube channel, there's a free one.
Okay.
And I don't remember the link for that one.
And I probably already printed it out, but it's in a pile of papers and notebooks, and I probably can't find it.
But it's like, and then they was doing the Lone Star one, and it's like I have that one up here too, and it's all done with scratch.
You can play Twister on it, yeah. Hand on purple.
Yeah, and then they wanted to know about a Lone Star quilt, and of course, here's my Lone Star, all scraps.
Oh yeah, yeah.
And I put it in the color wheel.
Yeah, that's different. That's pretty. That's different.
Yeah, it's like it was just my friend wanted to do a color wheel or the Lone Star, and so
hello, Terry. Yeah.
And it's like, so Terry on here now?
Yeah.
Yeah, she wants me to send her that color wheel. She likes it. But it's like, I have so many quilts. It's like, it's just unreal.
Did you find it? Where was it?
Over there by that closet door.
He found it.
Yeah. You're going to have to make you a little pouch to put around your neck to carry it.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, why has my screen got double on it? Okay. But, hello, so Terry. I should be nice and say that.
And there, I see Marla. Hello, Marla.
Oh, hi, Marla. It's like I'm just killing time. That's all I'm doing today.
That's all I'm doing right now. I was busy this morning. I did some cleaning and stuff, so now I'm sitting now.
Yeah, I cleaned my file cabinet yesterday. Not a whole lot went out, so.
Jay Mary. Hello, Jay. Hello, Jay Mary. So Terry just made a video herself, not uploaded or edited. I don't edit.
Mine's what you see, what you get.
If you made me work at this, I wouldn't do it. So.
And I was playing with all the pictures of my great grandkids, and I put them on a slideshow, and I was watching the slideshow, and it just to watch them grow up.
Mm-hmm. And Randy said he didn't know I knew how to use a vacuum. I don't use it very often, but
it's like the one day I went and used my granddaughter's. It was so plugged, it wasn't funny. It's like it was just plugged. I took so much hair, and Alani, she goes, "Gigi Ma, don't put it on the floor." I had to sit on plugged up hair someplace while I finished cleaning it out.
And I have ruined so many vacuum cleaners through the years by picking up threads. They get around that little roller, and I think it gets. I've ruined them by doing that.
You just have to make sure to go clean them up all the time. That's the big.
I do with the vacuums.
But you got to do the next step.
I know. I don't do nothing like I'm supposed to do it. But I get by one way or the other. I get by.
It's like I now have the layout so I can sew it. This is block 1 and block 2's underneath it.
Okay. And Joe said she'd come up, but she's fighting off a head cold, so I'm not sure. Well, if you decide to, just don't sneeze on us or.
Yeah.
I had the little grandsons over here Monday, and one of them was kind of, I guess he had allergies, but it just makes me a little nervous when somebody's just sniffling, so, because I don't want their sniffles.
Yeah.
And that one behind me, I've been working on it on and off for a while. It's called Tangled, but I think the little blocks are kind of cute.
Yeah. Laura Austin's making that in one also.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of people started doing that on that jelly roll day.
Yeah. My dog is
My
my
jelly
back
rolls
on
just
the kitchen floor, and there's no 3-second rule. Millie's getting
if you
big
ask
enough. Randy says Millie's getting big enough to clean for me. She was sure thought that table was dirty the other day, and it did have a lot of dust.
Now, Alani, she just says, "You do it, Gigi Mom."
Oh.
I did the other day. I pulled all the furniture off the wall, vacuumed all the edges, washed the shears, the windows, everything up, and then I rearranged some of the stuff when I was putting it back together. And she says, "Why'd you rearrange? I liked it the other way." I says, "Because it's my house. I can rearrange."
Hey, yeah.
So I'm supposed to change it all back, but it's not happening. I'm winning.
Mm-hmm. Let's see. And Dee's making the hometown quilt.
Yeah.
Hometown.
I'd have to go Google it to refresh. I know what it is. It's like my next quilt that I'm starting is Mystery Star of Wonder Quilt Along from the Fat Quarter Shop.
Okay. So you don't know what you don't know what it's going to look like yet, since it's a mystery.
Being that's already out, yes.
Oh.
It's like it's going to look like that.
Ooh, that's pretty. Yeah.
Yep. Because it's like all the instructions are already printed. It's like I don't know when it actually came out.
Huh.
But it's just a 48.5 by 48.5. It's just a wall hanging.
Okay.
And it's like, then I'll see what I have left. Because I take the leftover pieces and make more blocks and expand things. I just can't leave them little.
Mm-hmm.
A quilt's a quilt.
Yeah. Yeah. And Kelly's
Applicate
arm.
It's like
they're talking about potato soup. I tell you, it's been 80, 90 degrees out here, so it's not really soup weather.
It's like
I tell you, it's hot and dry. Not like it's all supposed to be. So
I'm a whole 42 degrees, Rita.
Well, I bet we hit 90 again today.
It's like we've had potato soup. Austin come down the other night.
And I don't know when the last time we had any rain. I bet it's been 2 months. Kim, I have a lap quilt laying on my folding table ready to get it tied. After that, I have 2 full-size quilts to get tied and bound. They're rolled on pool noodles now.
It's like, yeah. Right now, I'm just trying to get quilt tops done. Hi, Mona. Because it's like, I start the babysitting the other great-granddaughter in November.
Okay.
So I don't know how much time I'll have.
No, you won't have as much. Yeah, and hello, Mona. Put her name up there on the.
It's like she's a cutie though.
Yeah,
They all are.
And Kim says it's supposed to be 85 where she's at today. Yeah, it's too hot for this time of the year.
And I'm in the cold snap, and everybody else is nice and toasty.
Mm.
My furnace just now kicked off again. It's like, yeah, I have a furnace running, and you guys are all air conditioners.
We turned the AC back on. Yeah. And we've had a kill and freeze, so we've had a frost, so it's killed everything. So, but now it's back hot again.
Yeah, and my daughter, she didn't bring me the Concord grapes over when she was supposed to, so now I don't get Concord grapes. Now they froze too hard.
Huh.
And she had to go back to work. Well, she was bored at home, so she had to go back to work, she said. Had to, before she went stir crazy.
So I'll make some stitches here in my binding while y'all all chat.
Immediately you have to hold it.
I'll mute here.
See, it didn't work.
And Mona's turned on her furnace. She's freezing, and yesterday she had the AC on. That's Misha's to 86 today, hotter outside than inside. Not. Carrie says it's 51 degrees. Is that you got the Fahrenheit? Yeah. Yeah. Sometimes that hot, cold will make people get head colds. I think we're in for a blizzard snow this year. Randy is starting a goat yoga class. Everyone can eat more of Rita's pies, so ship them. Yes, Joanna. Ryan Hall, y'all's weather said it will be the warmest. I think you would like goat yoga. There's Joanna. Yeah.
Not one-legged goat yoga for sure.
Terrible, going to be sick people with weather like that. I actually went to the hospital yesterday.
Randy says, Kelly, great idea that I can help Rita with StreamYard.
Randy's fine. Max Velocity says rain may be coming. Oh, everybody's signing up for goat yoga.
That'd always be fun.
You know, DJ, I don't have any goats right now. I want a milk goat.
Ew.
Anybody? Yeah, I do.
Oh,
used to have one, but that's been a long time ago.
That's it.
Anybody in Arkansas got a milk goat for sale? Let me know.
Well, it's like we was goofing off one time, and it used to be you could buy a goat for like $35.
Oh, they're expensive now. Yeah.
Now they're $235 and
or more. Yeah.
It's like, when did the price of everything go ridiculous?
Mm-hmm.
I guess I live in too much of a sheltered world.
Miss Rita should get a fainting goat.
A fainting goat?
I just want all miniature.
Miss Rita should get a fainting goat so she could entertain us when she goes out and they faint.
I want a good milk goat's what I want.
Mm-hmm.
Bailey, you don't need to whine. He
If
can't
you're
get
gonna
into
get
my
one,
sewing room.
you should get one that you can get milk from.
Yeah, that's work. My milk. Oh, I haven't bought any yet this year.
Oh, you had Marty?
Yeah, I've went the whole year
And I
without buying milk so far.
I keep milking that milk cow Blossom. I need to let her dry up, but I want the milk, so I just keep milking and milking.
It's like I said, I want
Nothing like fresh milk.
some freeze dried milk. That way I could get a gallon of milk and figure out the measurements, and that stuff will last me 25 years. As much as I use milk.
Mm-hmm.
It wasn't around here. I just finished a quart this morning.
It's like, nah. I'm too lactose intolerant.
Well, one of my little granddaughters, I guess she can't handle the lactose, and it messes her stomach up every time she does milk or too much cheese or something.
Yeah,
the
it's like,
baby one, so.
like Austin wanted the potato soup the other day, and so he says, I have some milk, Grandma, let's have potato soup. So I suffered, and then the next day there was enough left over that I could have potato soup the next day. Austin calls up, hey, Grandma, did you eat that potato soup yet? And I says, no. He says, good, I'm coming down to get it. So I didn't get to have left over.
Have you tried the goat milk? Is the goat milk better for you than the? Are you more tolerant of goat milk, or have you not ever tried it?
I have never tried it.
Because it's supposed to be easier to digest because it's already homogenized, or whatever they call it. The cream's already mixed in it when it comes from the goat.
Well, I've actually tried the almond milk or that milk, the vegetable milk.
Oh
I
yeah,
guess is the best way to call it, the vegetable milk.
yeah, but that's not the same as the animal milks.
Well, it tasted the same.
I know that A2 cow milk is easier to digest. It has less lactose in it. So, like Cabot cheese is easier for people with lactose intolerance to eat because they use A2 milk from cows.
But it's okay. That one person, I've eaten goat, but not the milk. That's the same here. We tried the goat meat, and it was really good. I do have to say. But my baby formula milk was malt milk formula.
When
It's
J.
amazing
Mary,
all the different things.
J. Mary, when the tree hugging hippies found out what all us country folk knew all along was good. Celery used to be 49 cents. Now the juicing hippies make it $2. Same with
I'm not sure if it's the hippies or the celebrity vegetarians and vegans.
And Marla's nephew couldn't drink any of the baby formulas or milk. He had to drink goat's milk as a baby. Well, it's because of this baby granddaughter that I want to get the goat milk, get a goat and milk it again, and see if she could drink it better than the cow milk.
Well, you need to find some and buy it and see if it does work first then.
Mm-hmm.
I don't want a one-legged old lady running around here. Just you wait, Randy. I have a long memory. Shay says, we're coming, nothing you can do.
Okay, see, J. Mary's got to go. I plan on being on again tonight.
Bye, J. Mary.
So come back and visit tonight if you can.
Okay. Bye, J. Mary.
Have a good day, J. Mary. see if I can find some of this.
Good luck.
Well,
Today,
read my
yeah.
school of red thread today, this morning, so I reckon where I put it, because I need it now. Think I can find it? I picked everything up off my table. Maybe lost now. I wish I had known of goat's milk when I had my oldest son, because he had colic. I just had to keep trying different formulas.
It's like, I only know the formula because it's the button can that my mom had. Mm-hmm. And when she passed, I stole the button can. My sister had something that had chocolate. But formulas back in the 50s is different than formula today.
Mm-hmm.
I don't have anybody to get off of the bus or nothing today. It's just me. There was no school today. And I don't know what this world's coming to. We had no school on Tuesday either. Some kid hacked a Snapchat account, did a bunch of threats. They had to shut down the school.
Oh, jeez.
Kid's in juvie. His parents made his bail, so it's like now everybody's afraid to go back to school. And it's like homeschooling is going to be a good possibility here before long.
Yeah, my grandsons were out of school Friday and again this Monday, and I don't know what the occasion was, but they didn't go.
It's the end of the school year, the first quarter, Rita, already. The first quarter's up, and they're getting all their conferences and grades and all that stuff. The teachers need the extra time. It's like last Friday there was no. I think it was last Friday there was no school because the teachers had to take time to collect their brains for their grades.
Okay, and then I guess that's what it was here then, because they didn't go Friday or Monday, either one.
And then today and tomorrow is the parent-teacher conferences, if you want to go. I think Alani's is at 6:30 tonight, I think.
Good afternoon, Nancy. I did find some.
Yeah, hello to Guess Who, Nancy.
Yeah, hello, Nancy. I take my glasses off, and then somebody comes in. They hit the nose wrong, but it's an hour drive to go get them adjusted. So I just take them off and on, off and on, off and on.
Y'all are all saying, and let's see, Sarah. Hi, Sarah.
Hello, Sarah.
Marla says, back in the old days, teachers kept up with their grades and didn't get 2 days off to catch up.
And then the schools, like our school, shuts down early every Friday. They was going to do it on Mondays, and then they decided to do it on Fridays. So you can start your weekend earlier.
Okay.
And it's like... I think it's just an hour early, but it's like, I guess they was putting in too many hours because they're a salary. They don't get paid for those extra hours. You know that.
I don't know. We started the day after Labor Day, and we got out at the end of May. We did have some snow days. We had a couple teacher work days, but that's about it. I mean, you just didn't have all those days off, and you got a summer.
Yeah, my school always started 2 days, the Wednesday before Memorial Day, and went to the...
Hey, Sandra, look who's here.
Yeah, Wilkes County boy. Where's Rhonda?
Hey, Wilkes.
Oh, noon whistle at my house.
We thought about you during all that hurricane mess, Wilkes. Don't know where you were at during it, but
Yep.
he said, "Ask where you been hiding, Sandra."
On my channel.
Oh, I know.
In
Hey,
fact,
Wilkes, Joanna could be your new girlfriend. She's in the same state you are.
No offense, Will.
She's not all the way across the country like Sandra.
it's like,
no offense.
Sandra, she's too far away.
right
Joanna's
now I'm in.
closer.
It's like, I'm in the freezer zone now. Like, it's going out, standing with that, waiting for that bus with the 4-year-old. It's like, oh, I am too old for this.
Mm-hmm.
My knees get to shivering, and it's like they're just 2 ice cubes. And I had to go out there yesterday. My son got new rain gutters on his porch. And it's like, the guy said, oh, I won't lose the dog. It's a 175-pound dog about.
Mm-hmm.
He said he'd keep an eye on. I took the rest in the house with me. I went back out, and there's no dog. So I had to go find a dog.
Yeah, Wilkes said, Joanne, okay, sounds like a winner to me, he says. Hey, but Wilkes, she's playing hard to get, so you're going to have to woo her just a little bit.
And she's not going to share her milk jug. It's hers, and she's going to drink right out of it.
Yeah.
And in my house, there's never milk.
And yes, Randy. And Randy, I saw your comment. So.
And you got Wilkes, she needs that milk to make your cornbread and all that stuff. So Joanna can cook. Sandra doesn't enjoy cooking, but Joanna likes to.
I do.
I like cooking only what I want to eat. It's like I want to make some, as Rita calls hers, dumplings. I call mine noodles. It's like I would love to make a batch of homemade noodles, but making batch of homemade noodles for one is not worth it.
Mm-hmm. Hello, Linda. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, you might have already seen that comment. Yeah, Wilkes take a lot of duct tape.
Now that must be a joke I missed somewhere.
Sometimes we accuse Joanna of talking more than anybody else. Is that what you're thinking, Joanna?
That's what I was thinking.
You're gonna duct tape her mouth sometimes, so
I can get up and ramble.
Or that's the way I was taking it. So
yeah.
He says I got plenty of duct tape.
Well, I don't use duck. I use duct with the T, not the K.
Okay.
Right. In
but
fact,
if the original duct tape actually has a duck on it as part of their brand.
Hey, Joanna, red and green.
That can be Christmas, huh?
They're those, they got a design in them.
Yeah.
They're very reflective. I went to the dollar store and they had these little duct tapes. And I thought, nice. So I can duct tape something up that's pretty. They just happen to be right here.
Wilkes has got plenty of duct tape. And let's see. Hello, Lisa Brown.
And even that one is DUCT. Because it's designed for heat ducts.
Yeah. But
And the Hauser
the
thinks the
original
world's held together
brand
with duct tape.
Yeah,
is
it does have.
a duck. Yeah, it is the UCT, but it does have a duck on it, and most people are too lazy to do the duck or whatever.
It was some guy will say it was a typo. I meant to do this, and I wrote this. You know, our fingers get a little lost out there.
Uh-huh. Well, it's handy for a lot of different things.
It's like going through the photo albums. They had duct tape day in the homecoming week, and they had to do something with duct tape with their clothing. So my grandson, I took an old pair of his jeans and I put duct tape everywhere. He could still zip up his pants. He could still put his hands in his pockets and everything. Then I took a grocery bag, put another color of duct tape because I had black and gray. I made him a vest and put snaps on it on the grocery bag, and then I made him a tie to put. He wore a white button-up shirt, and then he had a tie underneath, and that's what he wore for duct tape day. He was all dressed up in business,
Yeah.
Hi, Sarah.
and that brought on the Wizard of Oz theme that year because he was already, the pants for the Tin Man, and then he had one day that was he had to be an animal. So it's like, why not be the cowardly, get the lion suit for the cowardly lion. We was just having fun with it.
Oh yeah, that was the idea. So the
Yeah.
idea.
Yep. And it's like, it's still my favorite Halloween. We all went trick or treating together, tried to get the boys to hop down the road like they did going down the yellow brick road. It's like the boys cannot skip. And Austin, he was the scarecrow, and he could do that limp down like he has no bones in his body. He could just melt right down to the ground.
Oh, Sarah says she's not having a good day. What's happening, Sarah?
I'm sorry, Sarah, to hear that. Hello. Get the camouflage tape so we don't have to see her. I don't hide that easy, Randy.
She said she was at the VA with her husband, though. I saw that up above.
Yeah.
And Wilk said, Rita, for you to say howdy to Terry.
Yeah, I was reading it. Yeah.
Okay, I didn't know if you saw it.
Sarah, you need a hug, sweetie. Well, Sarah's in North Carolina too, Wilkes.
Yeah.
Y'all just going to have some kind of get together, all you North Carolinians. Let's see. Sarah.
Oh my gosh. That's sad. I'm sorry. She did all the prep for colonoscopy, and they couldn't do it after they put the needle in my hand, of course. So they took her through everything, got her in there, got the IV in, and then for whatever reason couldn't do it. I would not be happy either.
Yeah, that lovely diet that you have to go on for a colonoscopy.
2 days, yeah.
And then to be told no.
And then to get in there and you've got the IV already poked in your hand and to go, oops, sorry. No. I would not be having a good day either.
Wilk says, wow, a lot of hens around here you didn't know about. Yeah. There's a lot of hens.
Yeah, a lot of people just don't say where they're from.
Ozempic. Oh, okay. So you didn't go off your Ozempic for a week. They didn't inform you to go off of your Ozempic for a week prior to the procedure, and so then they wouldn't do it. Oh my gosh, that's terrible. Because at the hospital, the hospital requires you to go off of Ozempic for 1 week prior to any procedure.
And Polly says, "I'm so sorry, Sarah."
Yeah. That you got to go through. Well, they say we need a once a month cleaning. You just did it.
Once a year. That's a once a year.
And Linda Hauser's got to go. We'll see you later, Linda.
See you
Bye,
later,
Linda. But no,
I'm
they
sorry,
say we
Sarah,
should be cleaning our system once a month.
Yeah.
And I thought,
I'm
yeah,
sorry.
right. All I have to do is go out to dinner.
I'm sorry,
That
Sarah, they
oil's
put you through that.
Those oils in those restaurants
terrible.
just drive my system crazy.
They tried to do that to my sister because she was 6 days from the 7. And I looked at him, I said, I said, let me talk to the anesthesiologist. I said, she's taking the lowest dose and she did it 6 days like you guys told her to do it. We're not going through this again. And the anesthesiologist came in and talked to me for 3 minutes and said, oh, it's fine. But they were going to do the same thing to her because she was 1 day short. And I was like, you guys didn't inform us. She's 6 days and 3 hours off of it, and she's on the lowest dose. So,
oh, now they changed it to 2 weeks instead of that. Yeah.
Well, yeah. Okay, that must have been recent because last month they told my sister a week. That was the hospital's recommendation, but they're always changing things just to try and keep us on our toes.
That area must have had something happen.
Yeah.
To change
and
it.
then not informing us fully, and then going, oh, oops, sorry.
Now, it's like this McDonald's thing. The number one cause of food poisoning has always been the onions in the restaurants.
Yeah.
Because they cut them up too much and then they save them and reuse them. Well, McDonald's is being, they shut down. They're not serving their quarter pounders right now. But it's like, it's like reading what Wilk said. And so everybody, now they're all shunning away. But you should shun away from any restaurant's onions that are fresh.
The week my mom passed, they ordered from a fancy restaurant, and I got salmonella, and I didn't eat the onions. They were just in the thing, and I pushed them to the side, and I had to do 2 rounds of antibiotics.
Yeah, you should have not eaten it. It's like ask for the onions not to be there at all.
Well, yeah, and it took
the first time.
It was like 3 weeks before, 2 or 3 weeks before they came out and said that particular batch was statewide. There was a recall actually from the farmer. Yeah. So it hit like 7 states, but I got the lucky draw.
Well, how many years ago was my daughter in the restaurant business? She got a thing through the food serving there that all onions should be only cut daily. And they said it's even better yet if you cut all your onions 2 or 3 times a day. Make sure to clean off, sterilize your whole work area, your knives, your bowls, your everything.
Yeah.
Not old for you. It's like, I think I'm older than you, Wilkes, but but it was just one of those things. So I have always avoided onions unless I know they're cut fresh a couple times a day. But McDonald's gets all theirs pre-cut and packaged.
Right.
I go, they can't have something right there to cut them up real fast.
Hello, Katie Kraft. She says, hi, everyone. Came in just in time for the onion conversation. Always skip onions because you never know how long they have been cut.
I've after that, I'm the same way because I can't really eat them anyway when they're raw. But I had, and it was not cheap for 5 of us and 2 siblings.
Yeah. Oh, it's my internet. Nope, it's working. I keep hearing a noise. Oops. I was going to throw my garbage on my quilt that's sitting there, not in the garbage. McDonald's is nasty. Just don't eat it in any of it. Yeah. But it's like you just got to know when and how. And then a lot of the sautéed onions, I hear that they cook quite a batch up and then they just keep them on the side burner. Well, isn't that just simmering the bacteria? I would say it is. Do onions get toxic if cut and put in the refrigerator? They say they do, Lisa. That's what they say. But I do it all the time for my own personal use. And that might be some of my stomach issues, might be my grandson's stomach issues. We'll have to research onion. Oops.
Bye. I don't know where Joanna went. Bye, Mona.
Well, I thought it was. Yeah.
Let's see. McDonald's is a guaranteed upset stomach for Katie.
Well, McDonald's. Yeah, I don't go to McDonald's.
She's so very.
But yeah, it was not a cheap meal. I mean, it was a fine restaurant near Phoenix and Scottsdale, and for like 6 or 7 of us, she spent like $150 on the meal, which I thought was obscene. And then I got salmonella from it.
Yeah, that's what I heard. Onions can break fevers.
Marla, you read Marla Road? I store a cut onion in the fridge in a glass bowl with the lid. Unfortunately, my husband is still alive. Mine too, Marla. Mine too.
Well, some of it too.
I'm still alive. I have cut onion in my refrigerator right now because we had nachos for dinner.
No onions for Sarah, and onions can break a fever.
Sometimes it's the fact that you've got a commercial kitchen or a larger kitchen, and there's a lot more potential for cross-contamination, even from the onion and where it comes from, than in our home kitchens. You know.
Yes.
Yeah.
And how we store
and now Randy's picking on Lisa. Let's see.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm sorry, Lisa. That's too bad. I love Chick-fil-A. It's one of the few fast food places that's decent, in my opinion.
But the state of Washington, we can eat safely at our McDonald's, but they still took it off of the menu because we have not got. They have not went here. They went all around us, but it's just, we can give ourselves food poisoning just by not knowing these little facts.
Let's see. Katie Kraft she says, I got horrible food poisoning in college. We went to a Chinese restaurant, and after 2 days, I was in the emergency room because I was so sick, totally dehydrated.
Yeah, that's Austin.
Well, I didn't know it was salmonella. I thought I had a bad UTI from traveling, and my IBS was acting up, and it was really bad. And I thought on the Saturday afternoon and Sunday before I was supposed to fly home, and I thought, well, my urologist knows me best, so I toughed it out. That was a crazy day on Monday, and then she did a test and came back and said, "Holy crap, you've got salmonella."
And say hello to Charlotte, our sweet friend, because she called us all sweet friends. Hello, sweet Charlotte.
And then I think my grandson gives himself salmonella because he doesn't take an ice chest or stuff. So when he brings the leftovers home, it's like he doesn't have them prepared properly. And we're an hour plus away from the local town that we're bringing this food home. So he's given himself food poisoning just by not having the proper storage to bring foods home. There's all sorts of things that add up.
Mm-hmm. We always carry an ice bag or an ice chest into town in case we go to buy the grocery store, even if it's 15 minutes away, especially in the summer.
My pickup looks like I'm going somewhere shopping.
Hello, Kathy
And
White.
hi, Kathy.
Hey, Kathy.
Polly is till I seen someone's face. Okay.
Marla, you were very fortunate, and I think that's the only time that I definitely know I had it and I got it bad, because it took 2 rounds of antibiotics to kick it. And I think it was my mother's last revenge, because she hated me all my life anyway. I think it was just her last kick in the arse and going.
I just stay at home and suffer through it and say, don't eat there again. But yeah, I carry all sorts of freezer bags, heater bags.
Yeah, Polly just got it back on Randy. Well, Randy, do like me and stay away from that mirror. You didn't see the comment that Randy made up there a few minutes ago? It was a good day until he saw someone's face. So Polly told him to stay away from the mirror.
Hey, Cheryl. Hi, Carrie. Carrie was doing some diamond painting. How's her schooling going? You know, her sewing class going.
So far, so good.
Yeah, she has on Facebook. She has sent me some pictures of stuff she's making. It looks good. Carrie, I see those pictures. They look good.
I just must have missed the pictures, but
it's
been a bit going on.
I just tell her, do as the teacher says.
Yeah.
Not as I would do, but do as the teacher says.
Yeah.
And then I have her, when she gets out of class, we get together and she tells me what the teacher tells me.
Okay.
It's like.
So I didn't know if you guys were still sewing together or getting together or not. I didn't know that. So.
Yeah, Carrie and I talk. It's like I sew, she does diamond art, or we just talk. Because it's usually midnight her time, 9 o'clock my time.
The rest of us have gone to bed then.
Yeah. But it's like, I told her to listen to the teacher because she's getting what she needs. Hands on, one-on-one.
Exactly, yeah.
Mm-hmm. I think that makes a bigger difference sometimes than people realize.
It's hard to show someone through here that you overlap this to this.
Randy.
Yeah. It's called good luck on that one.
And that little seam, that quarter of seam, it better be close to a quarter of an inch, or it's not going to work.
And if you go over, just continue sewing that way. That way, they all come out the same size.
And I know they're not listening, but that Gladys on that heart bar jello, Gladys, if you're listening, your seams wasn't right. And our Renee's having to refix all of them for you. So,
well, I think one thing is we talk about all the little magnetic gadgets and putting tape on, but a lot of times the problem is we're watching the needle, and we're not watching where our foot is. And like I use the same foot for most of my quilting, and so I know where now kind of where it should be laying, and I watch that foot, and it's better, at least for me, than any tape or magnetic thing or the thing I could set.
But I'll tell you what, some of us have got it, and some of them don't. You know,
That's true. I'm just saying for me. But
and I'm not gonna tell anybody not to try or not to practice.
No.
People,
No, that's not what I'm saying, Miss Rita. Any of those things that work for you or combination, I
Yeah.
think one thing that helps even in combination is that we're not watching the needle sew. We're watching where our foot placement is and the edge of our fabric, because it's easy to watch the needle and get off.
Well, my friend that was just here last week before, whatever week it was, it's like, she goes, why are the points of my half square triangles always coming off when I sew them on the next row? And she says, be truthful. Well, I picked them up. Her backside material slid down, and so she wasn't sewing a true quarter on top and bottom.
Uh-huh.
So she was short. I said, you just short sheeted yourself. And she says, well, how do I fix that? I says, the last half of your block on all those edges, she kept wandering. I says, just take out the stitches halfway up and just reline it and make sure you can see that little edge of that material on the bottom. Make sure you can see it, but stay your scant quarter. And she started doing that, and then it's like, she got all of her points to show up.
Miss Rita, I'm sorry, I wasn't saying there's any one way, and I wasn't dissing the age. The age can be helpful, but I do know that sometimes, especially when you're new and you're practicing, you start watching the needle instead of where your foot is or where the edge is, even with the guide, and that can throw you off. So,
I
I'm
look
just
at
throwing a
that.
tip, and
Yeah.
you got to figure out what works for you.
It's like, I just watch my placement. I see where my needle's at, and then I just see the placement on my foot.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
On my featherweight, I actually took a permanent marker just on the metal, the needle plate. I just do the needle plate.
Yeah, on my featherweight, I've got a little piece of that tape that I use.
Mm-hmm.
We looked the other day, my friend and I, for $89. We're going to keep marking it. That's what it costs to get the new needle plate with the 1/4 inch mark.
Okay.
It's average $89.
Wow.
So we're gonna stick with the piece.
Is the markings wore off of yours? Because I mean, is it that old that it wore off?
I have no marking on my needle.
Oh, yours didn't have any. Okay, because my sister's featherweight, they were real faint. You know, they wasn't very.
But it's like, yeah, $89 and up for them.
Huh.
It's like, oh. Yeah. I says, I can use a lot of tape. Mm-hmm. I can use a lot of marker pins.
Yeah.
$89 will buy me almost 9 yards of material.
That's true. Yeah.
Or more, depending on what the sale is.
Yeah. But it's like, and even on this sewing machine I have a mark on my foot.
Mm-hmm. Sarah,
but I don't want. Yeah. It's like, I will find a way to not spend extra money.
Mm-hmm.
And that 1/4 inch foot, I don't even want that. The one that has that little piece of metal, because I'm not changing my sewing machine foot. Yeah. I'm not going to change it constantly.
I don't need it. Maybe somebody else needs that stuff, but I don't need it myself. The fancy stuff.
Yeah. I like simple as me. As Marla will tell you, Sandra is El Cheapo. Tightwad. Miser. It's like, I'm going to take money to the grave.
That's good.
My son won't bury it with me, but I'll take it that far. But I don't have that on me. Hi, Irene.
Marlene said, Marla says that's the one I have. The one I use all the time, but I have a snap-on feed, so it's really quick to change. And hello, Irene.
Hello, Irene. Wow. Lisa went to Joanne's yesterday, and because of the flooding in Tennessee and North Carolina, they ended up with 3 trucks full of
So
stock.
what did they do? Have to take it to other stores because they couldn't take to the ones where the hurricane damage was? Is that why they were so full?
Sounds like it.
There was a trick question on your live before you came in, Rita. They wanted to know what the cheapest grocery or the best grocery store for low prices was, and I thought that was a trick question. Are there low prices in grocery stores? Because somebody was having a 12-hour sale or something. Hy-Vees? I wouldn't know what a Hy-Vee was.
We don't have a Hy-Vees here, so I don't know. I mean, the only way you would save overall is if you bought the house brands instead of the name brands, or what's on sale. Isn't that but what you would think?
It's like I only buy things that when they are on sale, and then I buy what I think I'm going to use in the next like 3 months. That's how I buy mine.
Well, I know.
But my salad dressing doesn't even come to this town at all.
I know in our town there's like 4 main grocery stores, and Harris Teeter is going to have the highest prices, and then Publix, and then somewhere those are Publix, and the lowest prices are normally Food Line, or Piggly Wiggly. But if you shop the sales, like, oh, I'm nearby and I can get this, sometimes you can get something better that you can't find at wherever you're at. Well, there's Walmart too. So that's the other thing is, do you have different grocery stores, and are some considered higher end, so they're charging more?
Hello, Marilyn. Y'all say hi to Marilyn and give her a good
Marilyn.
Give her a big wave. She always waves to us.
It's like, but Joanne, I only have one grocery store in my area, and you start driving to go each place. I'm talking $30 round trip, minimum in gas. Yeah. So I'm better off to find 30 items in the store that might cost $1 more and just buy local.
That's true. Yeah.
That's the thing you weigh. But like if I know something's on sale at Publix and I'm at the doctor, I know one's 5 minutes from my doctor's office. So now, I can get, if I'm going to the doctor, then I'll do that. Will I go out of the way for it? No, because you're right. It wastes too much gas. But I will coordinate if I can.
Yes. You have to. I have a list that says when I go to the big city, I got a birthday party coming up on November 17th, I think it is. I'm going to stop and get my groceries from that big store because I'm not missing my great-grandson's first birthday.
Is his birthday on the 17th?
No, his birthday is actually the 10th? Okay. The 10th of November.
Because I've got a birthday next month. And if I don't keep these lives, I can't have a birthday party with y'all.
But it's like
that would be very disappointing.
And it's the 16th, so maybe I'd have to have an early birthday.
We always have fun.
Ronnie has her 50th birthday this year also. And so we have the 1-year-old on the, because Melinda, she lives on the other side of the mountain now. So she can only come over every 2 weeks. So his birthday is coordinating with her travel times. You got to work to pay the bills, right?
So she's coming around the mountain to see.
Yep, she's going to come around the mountain. She was supposed to be here last weekend, but they lost power. A tree went across the power line, and they had to go back and take care of their stuff at their place.
Uh,
But Bailey goes home on that weekend also.
oh, okay.
Yeah. So I will have only Ace, the sugar glider, after that time, except
Uh,
for when I start babysitting. Then I'll have the little dog that goes to that house here also. Because Emily usually goes home and lets her little one out to go potty in her lunch break. So I'll babysit and puppies and dog sit. But she just lays and watches TV.
Dee will be 70 in January.
I'll be 60 on the 23rd of December.
Yep, I don't turn 70 until June.
Mm.
So right now I'm just 830 some months old.
And DJ wants to know what I want for my birthday. I don't know.
I was 2.5 weeks.
I'm the type of person that I don't need anything, because if I want it, I usually just get it within reason. So I don't need it. So I don't tell anybody. I tell the kids not to get me nothing.
It's like,
now Terry, that's a different story. So if I want something,
yeah, but it's like I would buy myself, like, I'm still thinking about it, a freeze dryer, because I keep finding reasons I could use that. That would benefit, especially where we live in small town USA. Because I use freeze dried eggs too to make cakes or brownies or whatever.
I guess I'm fortunate that I'm out in a rural area, but 30 minutes to 45 minutes, it's a college town, because UNCW Wilmington is here, part of the University of North Carolina system. So that adds a whole dimension to our big kitty.
And I did get that AccuQuilt cutter, and I got some of the dies. And then when it got here, then I realized I was going to have to get this sheet of plastic stuff to go over to use it. So I had to order one more thing. So no, I haven't used it yet, but it's always with that thing. I think there's always something to buy. But that was my anniversary present, my birthday present, my Christmas present. So
yeah, and yes, so Terry, freeze dried eggs are powdered eggs, and when you mix them back up, it's just like you scrambled your eggs. I mean, it's perfect. It goes perfectly in scrambled eggs. It goes perfectly in homemade noodles. It works everything except for whatever that yolk running. Because I don't like egg yolks. I'm not a good farm girl. I city slicker. But I better go get my stuff done before my live comes on, and you guys continue on.
Well, we've been here for an hour and 20 some minutes, and I'm coming back tonight. But I do want to get my stuff ready and go get the little boys off the bus. So I'll head out too, and we'll come back and visit again after a while. Y'all go visit with Sandra. She'll be going live in just a few minutes. Do they just can they just go to your channel? Is there some kind of link you could put up? I mean, I know how to get to yours, but anything they need to know?
It's like, so Terry's got a ranch. Can she find? It's like I gotta find it on there. She can put my address up there, but
if Terry can't, I should be able to too. I just was cutting him.
It's like you're gonna try and stay planted.
And y'all ain't there's 61 in here. Y'all surprise Sandra and I'll go over to her channel and say hi and give her a thumbs up.
Yeah, I gotta find my link and get it on the
surprise her. She won't know you're coming.
Yeah.
Lisa beat me to it again.
But I got to get
in the middle of trimming, Miss Rita.
Some refreshments done. You know, all the things we have to do to sit for a couple hours.
So when's it going to be? About 30 minutes? Is that when it is?
It's actually 20 minutes.
Oh, about 20 minutes from now she'll be going live. So
Yeah, it's like,
and
okay.
I'm gonna pop in just to see if they're there. Okay, I'll check.
Okay. You do a head count there, Rita. Okay,
Well,
I'll
thank
see
you, Miss
all
Rita.
there.
You help me count to make when we get over there to make sure they're all there. Okay.
Okay, I'll see you guys over there.
I will see you. Bye.
Thank you, Miss Rita. Love you guys.
Yeah, y'all go check out in just a few minutes. Go check out Sandra. You heard what she said. It'll be about 20 minutes. And like I told you, I'm going to go get the little boys off the bus because their mama hadn't been feeling good. So I'm going to have them some of these dumplings because I made a big pot. And I was going to make them some kind of dessert, but I'll find something else. I should have been making something for dessert while I've been doing this, but I didn't. So Carrie said bye. Well, I still don't have this binding done yet. Is everybody gone yet? Not yet. Bye, June Hansen. Okay, I'm gonna wave because I know Marilyn always waves to me, waves bye. So I'm waving. Bye. Talk to y'all later this evening.